Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking the Kibbe body type test. I had never heard of it before until I saw on my YouTube homepage. Tiffany Ferg did like this whole in-depth analysis on what the Kibbe body type test is and all the 13 different body types. And as someone who does a fair amount of body type and body shape videos based off of my own body type, I just had to take it. And I wanted to take it here with a live reaction because honestly, after hearing a little bit about the Kibbe body type tests, I don't know, it just seemed like the perfect type of video to do a reaction on. So I actually haven't finished watching at this point Tiffany's video just because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. She goes really in depth on a lot of things. So I'll have her video linked down below if you want to learn more about this. All I know is it was created by a man many years ago and the book that he wrote about it is now out of date. So you pretty much have to get it from like other people on the internet. There is one other YouTuber who like has the book and it's really hard to find. So I'll have her channel linked down below as well. But real quick before we dive into this video, I do see this warning at the top of this test, and so I'm going to reiterate it here. If you have any gender dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, or any eating disorders that make it difficult to objectively look at your body, then this might not be the best time for you to take a test. We are just watching my reaction, so I'm not endorsing this test by any means. Without further ado, please subscribe and let's get started. I did read another one, which I will also link down below, that says you should understand like the Kibbe body type system before you take the test. And I'm not gonna follow that advice. Because honestly, I don't want anything to sort of morph how my brain is looking at my body. I just want to look at the test. I know there's 13 different body types and it's sort of this spectrum and continuum, which I personally like. I don't think you can just say an apple is an apple and a pear is a pear and a short torso is a short torso, which I'm a short torso. That's what I talk about a lot. But there's lots of varying, like, I don't want to say severities, but yeah, some people have much shorter torsos than others. So the first thing I need to do is take a photo of myself at chest height, making sure I am standing straight and my camera is standing straight. They say to do it like in your underwear or in a bikini. I want to be able to show you this picture, so not gonna do that, but I will take off my cardigan and like tuck in my top so that you can see some of my proportions better. So here is my picture. It says to get out pen and paper to record your answers. So we're starting out with bone structure. How tall do you look? Well, there's a mirror in the picture. Oh, this isn't about how tall you actually are. This is about how tall you look like you are based on how large or small your head is in comparison to the rest of your body. Huh? I feel like I look tall. And I think the reason I'm saying that's because my head looks small in comparison to my shoulders. And if you're wondering who's in the picture, that's my corgi Marcus. I guess I would say I look slightly tall. Or do I look average? Oh my gosh, okay. Ugh. And I'm aware by putting out this type of video, you all are gonna put your answers about my body in the comments below, and that's probably not going to be my favorite thing, but just be kind. Don't write anything you wouldn't want to have written on your video about your body. Thank you. Body shamers do get deleted from this channel. I mean, I feel like I should go with my answer of slightly tall, but what is average? Like, that is such a relative term, especially like across different cultures. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my first answer. Question 2, what is the shape of your shoulders? Don't compare your shoulders to your head, compare them to the rest of your body. I think I might say C, neither sharp. I mean, they're a touch sharp, but they're also not rounded. So I'm gonna say C. Question number 3, how long do your arms look? And by the way, I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning. This is the quiz from CozyRebecca.com. This is her new updated 2020 body type test for the Kibbe body types. It will be linked in the description so that all credit is given. But going back to my arms, it's not about the bone structure of your arms, so ignore the shape of the flesh on your upper arms. I don't feel like my arms are wide. I feel like my arms look proportional, if not a touch longer. Question number 4, how long do your legs look? If you look at just my actual legs, and this is where they probably want you to like be in like your underwear or something so that my shorts aren't interpreting my results, but I know my actual leg bone comes up really high. So honestly, when evaluating a picture of my body like this, I really need to take out the personal aspect of it, and so I'm actually going to not look at my head for a minute and just objectively look at my body. It's so much easier to evaluate your body when you take your face out of it. Question number 5, what best describes the shape of your hands? I don't know. That is my hand. What do y'all think? Yes, you can see my self-tanner. It is currently developing. That will wash off, don't worry. This hand looks much better. I don't know, I'm just gonna say proportionate. I don't know. Question number 6. What best describes the shape of your feet? Long and narrow, long and wide, the answers are very much the same across the board. If you look at my feet, it's like, yeah, those look like feet. If you look at them compared to my legs, they make my legs look shorter because I do have bigger feet. I am 5'5" and I have a size 8 to an 8.5 foot, which is slightly larger for my height. So we're gonna say long, narrow feet. Question number 7, what best describes the shape of your torso? Yes, this is like my jam. I will link my short torso styling and advice stuff down below. This question involves the flesh of the waist, but more importantly, the flesh of the waist. But more importantly, it involves the shape of the rib cage. So there are some answers in parentheses. We have balanced, neither nor sweet, long or short, slightly defined if female. D, short and narrow, sharply defined if female. That is definitely me, if I'm reading this correctly. Like my waist kind of goes here and then here. What best describes the shape of your hips? This question involves the flesh of the hips, but more importantly, it involves the shape of the hip bones. I'm really regretting this. What does a short, soft hip look like? I'm starting to lose my patience taking this test. Like I'm getting frustrated. The next section is facial bones. Question number 9. Are we done yet? Okay, so what best describes the shape of your jawline? Soft. Okay, question 10. What best describes the shape of your nose? But if you see it from the side, there is a tiny, it is so tiny. Just tiny little bump right here. And that actually is because I have a significant amount of Greek in me. We are getting all kinds of up close and personal in this video. Wow, if you are new here, please at least give it a like and subscribe because we are super close friends now. Question 11, describe the shape of your cheekbones. I also know this about myself. I don't really have cheekbones. There they are. I would say out of all of these, mine are narrow and rounded. We are finally on the last section, flesh of the body. How would you describe your bust in proportion to the rest of your body? It also says this question can be skipped. Question 13, how would you describe the flesh on your upper arms? If you carry a lot of weight on your arms, you may think the only answer to describe your arm are B or E, but look at the shape of the flesh. Is it rounded or straight? Remember to consider your flesh in proportion to the rest of your body. I'm gonna say balanced. How would you describe the flesh on your thighs? Look at the shape of the flesh. Is it rounded or straight? I hate this test so much. And I thought we were on the last section and I already see another section starting. Okay, sorry, this is no reflection of Cozy Rebecca. This is not her system. I don't know, I'm gonna put balanced again. I don't know. Now we are on the last section. Question 15, what best describes the shape of your eyes? I definitely feel like I have rounded eyes. What best describes the shape of your lips? I'm gonna say thin and straight. Oh my gosh, we're finally on the last question. What describes the flesh of your cheeks? Smiling can help you determine if your cheek tends towards angular or softness. I'm gonna say soft but slender. I don't really have round cheeks, but they're definitely not angular. We're done. That was incredibly annoying. Okay, now I get to move on to the results. I know one of the body types includes romantic, and to me, that is just a very odd way to describe a body. As a quick warning, interpreting the results may seem a bit complicated. This entire test has been complicated. I have a feeling you all are gonna help me out. It says if you got mostly E answers, which I did not, then you have a romantic body type. And if you got mostly D answers, or a combination of E and D with what? Okay, hold on. We need to back up here. This doesn't make sense. So then if you got mostly D answers or a combination of E and D with up to 4 A and B in facial or body bones? Huh? Why is this so hard? Okay, if you got mostly A's, I did not. If you got mostly C's, I got mostly C's. If you got mostly C's and several D or E answers, or several A and B answers. Okay, so I got mostly C's, which says I'm evenly proportioned. So I got mostly C's. I got 6 C's, 4 A's, 3 D's, 2 B's, and 2 E's. So I'm very evenly spread. It says if you got mostly C's and then several D or E answers, then you have a soft classic. But if you got several A's and B's, then you're dramatic classic. I got 6 A's and B's and 5 D's and E's. So I guess I have a classic body type that is slightly dramatic. We're gonna say I'm a dramatic classic based off of these test results. We'll see if I agree. So as a dramatic classic body type, your body is quite evenly proportioned, but you also have some added angularity, probably in your bone structure or facial bones. You're probably of average height or a bit tall. I look a little tall, but I am average height. I am 5'5". Overall, my body kind of balances itself out. I definitely think there are some parts that would be considered softer and some parts that are maybe a little bit more dramatic, like my nose. Okay, so there's another section that I just didn't scroll down far enough. It's called the gamine section. It is a French word. So if this is an even mixture of A's plus B's and D and E answers, if you got a mixture, hang on, I got a mixture. Okay, so if you got an even mixture of A and B and D and E, I did not. I got 6 and 5. So I got more A's and B's. I have a flamboyant gamine body type. Let's read what that means, because that doesn't tell me anything. So it says you have a mixture of structured and soft answers across your bone structure, flesh, facial bones, and facial features. However, you have some added angularity, probably in your flesh or facial features. Weight gain will also maintain a straighter figure unless you have soft answers in your flesh. Where's my flesh? I think those are soft answers. They didn't say. Okay, So this one says if you got a mixture of answers with more A plus B than D and E, and I got the same amount as C. So I'm actually gonna go back. I do think I was right with the dramatic classic. So yes, there are 13 different body types, from romantic, theatrical romantic, dramatic, soft dramatic, classic, soft classic, dramatic classic, natural, soft natural, flamboyant natural, gamine, soft gamine, and flamboyant gamine. And I guess I am dramatic classic. Which I guess when I heard everything, I guess I sort of assume all of my features are softer because I don't really have anything that's pronounced. So the dramatic part is a little strange. So no, I don't really agree with the results I got. I mean, according to Tiffany's video, there are all kinds of Facebook groups of people who are dressing for their Kibbe body type. I guess they all come with their own guidelines of elements for their personal appearance for each of the body types. So like how you should do your clothing, your hair, your makeup. So there is a whole community sort of behind each of these body types. I mean, if I'm missing anything and you're an expert on it, can you please let me know in the comments and sort of help us all out? But at the same time, I'm also not seeing all the guidelines and recommendations that are supposed to come along with each of the body types. So I am kind of curious, and let me know if you're curious to do like a follow-up video on like trying to find out what some of these things are. But honestly, my philosophy when it comes to your body shape is that I think it's really helpful to know your body and how the different shapes interplay with how you wear clothes and how you purchase clothes. Some people prefer to be told what to wear based off of rules and guidelines, and so I'm happy to share my thoughts on how I style my own short torso for that very reason. But honestly, I think you should be able to wear whatever you want. So don't let this test kind of muddy how you think you should be wearing and treating your body and styling your body, because you get to do whatever you want. You get to wear whatever you want, and that is fine. You get to make your own style. So yeah, let me know if you'd like a follow-up video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if you did, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.